Tamron 150 to 500 mm, real wildlife proof. 750 mm reach on APS-C that doesn't lie. Ever stood in perfect light, eagle right there, and your arm gives up before the shutter? You watch the moment vanish because 2.1 kilograms of glass turned into a torture device. I've been there, shaking, cursing, missing the shot. Drop pain in the comments if you've ever let fatigue steal your frame. Now imagine hiking all day, pulling the lens up instantly, and it feels weightless. No more dread when you hear wings overhead. Your pulse slows, breath steadies, and the bird fills the frame tack-sharp. That sudden calm, that's the control you've been chasing without dragging a boat anchor around your neck. Here's the breakthrough. The Tamron 150 to 500 mm f5 to 6.7 III VC VXD. At only 1.725 kilograms, it's the lightest full-frame 500 mm zoom on Earth, yet it delivers razor-sharp files from 150 mm all the way to 500 mm with VXD autofocus that locks faster than most G-Masters. Last month, a professional shooter almost missed a deadline because his Sony 200 to 600 mm was too heavy for a dawn stakeout. He switched to the Tamron overnight, shot handheld at 1/162nd, and delivered hero shots his client called the best they'd ever seen. VC stabilization gives you 4.5 real stops. Close focus hits 0.6 meters at 150 millimeters for macro-style dragonflies, and weather sealing shrugs off coastal spray. You feel the difference the second you lift it, freedom instead of punishment. Thousands of birders are quietly replacing heavier glass with this one. Keep watching for the hidden focus limiter trick that makes bird and flight shots stupidly easy. Picture this, 500 mm handheld, ISO 640, 1/400 and every feather etched like it was shot on a tripod. One wildlife influencer with 180,000 followers said verbatim, "I sold my Sony 200 to 600 mm the same week. Tamron is sharper where I actually shoot, 400 to 500 mm. A lab test from Camera Labs measured higher center resolution than the Sigma 150 to 600 mm DN at equivalent focal lengths. Real users are posting side-by-side crops on forums, and the Tamron is embarrassing lenses that cost double. Yes, it's f6.7 at the long end, yet modern Sony sensors laugh at ISO 6400, so you're gaining 3 hours of shooting light instead of lugging an extra kilogram for f5.6 you rarely use. See why thousands can't stop talking about this lens? Because the images don't lie. One dad told me he finally gets flight shots of his kids' soccer games without looking like he's holding a bazooka on the sideline. Which freedom matters more to you? Lighter bag or bragging rights over sharpness? Tell me below. I answer every comment. Right now, thousands of Sony shooters are quietly upgrading to the Tamron 150 to 500 mm and never looking back. Wildlife pros, weekend birders, sports dads, all seeing sharper results with half the pain. This isn't marketing hype, it's the lens that finally respects your body and your wallet at the same time. If you're ready to shoot longer, hike further, and actually enjoy every minute in the field, click the link in the description and grab yours today. Your next favorite shot is waiting.